It's time now for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Sunday afternoon, August 14th, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I have 12 new news and odds. Top story at the 12 noon hour on this Sunday afternoon is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where a deadly shooting of an armed man by Milwaukee police has stirred anger, fear, and disbelief as authorities restore calm in the city after a night of violent protest. The Nigerian Islamist Boko Haram has released a video showing some of the schoolgirls that they abducted from the northern town of Chibok. Columbus, Indiana. Governor Mike Pence in Indiana, the Republican vice president nominee, suggested Saturday that he might release his tax returns before Election Day, even as his winning mate, Donald Trump, has shown no inclination to doing the same. Berlin, the man who attacked passengers on a Credit Suisse train with a knife and burning liquid died of his wounds on Sunday, as did one of his victims, a 34-year-old woman, Swiss police said. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards called widespread flooding, spawned by the region's pounding rain across the southern part of the state, a truly historic event that won't be over anytime soon. A lone gunman executed a River Creek's imam and his friend as the pair walked home from a Saturday prayers, blasting each in the back and head without a word, officials said. Vibrant Syria's rebel held in northwestern Idlib province came under bombardment on Sunday. Activists reported as rebels and pro-government forces battled for control of the nearby city of Aleppo. Islamabad, Pakistan. Its ISIS fighters exporting the Delhi ideology have forced rebels with Iran and Pakistan into a tentative terror fighting partnership. Labor's leadership election will go ahead with the exclusion of about 130,000 new members after 5 of them dropped a legal challenge against the decision to bar them. Violent U.S.-backed Arab and Kurdish forces on Sunday buttressed the defenses with the Adnan neighborhood as the Syrian city of Manji after driving out the Islamic State fighters as residents took the streets over the weekend to celebrate their freedom. Manila. About 1,500 people protested in Manila against plans by Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte to move the body of Ferdinand Marcos to the National Hero Cemetery. The federal state of emergency in Flint, Michigan in power today as the city continues to navigate a public health crisis caused by lead-laced water. A two-story structure burned the subdivision of Morgan Valley Road in the wildfire burns in Lower Lake, California, and hundreds of homes have been evacuated. Washington, Donald Trump's campaign chairman said on Sunday that the Republican presidential nominee's comments last week that gun advocates could deal with Hillary Clinton should not be interpreted as a threat. Pitzer College in Claremont was making a national headlines after a student published a controversial Facebook post looking for a non-white roommate. Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Authorities have recovered a body of a hiker who was injured while climbing a mountain in western Massachusetts. Great Barrington Fire Chief Charles Berger said in a statement on the body of a 67-year-old Sheffield resident, Jones Sussman was recovered Friday after nearly a 7-hour stretch of Monument Mountain. Berger says fire personnel were dispatched about 3:15 Friday after Sussman reported she was injured at the top of the mountain at GPS. Ping showed her last location at Squaw Peak, but the call was dropped. Boston, a pedestrian suffered life-threatening injuries after being struck by a vehicle in South Boston. The Federal Reserve will be the underlying current fuel market activity in the coming week as questions remain over the weather. Rate night might come next. A rival woman and a little woman coming out of the city of London. That means that the British government is simply incompetent. Actually, that's not such a rumor as a certainty for all bureaucracies and any incompetent. New York consumers are flocked to discount apparel. Retail investors faced with nothing close to bargaining as stocks to the sector rally. Global stocks were ahead of U.S. retail sales data. SpaceX successfully landed a reusable Falcon 9 rocket on a floating drone ship at the sea early Sunday after the vehicle had sent a Japanese communication satellite into orbit. Saturn's meantime in the sea can explode with liquid methane. New technology could hold today when touchpads could be integrated into bars. You may think you've seen everything when it comes to your touchpad, but you haven't seen anything like this. Lesbians, gay, and bisexual high school students are more likely to suffer depression, bullying, and physical and sexual violence in their peers, latest CDC report suggests. The incredible Alzheimer's disease may. An alarming new study finds that you may think your child's heart is healthy, but you could be totally wrong. A Friday new report by the American Heart Association has found that a huge percentage of children in the United States aren't nearly as. Since last week, Puddle Access has been scrambling to find out any bit of information they can on Avon McMullen, a little-known former CIA officer who was decided to run for president on a platform vaguely similar to the one Mitt Romney, what economic policy Oh. Peter Children's time is at 12:05 on this Sunday afternoon, and it's time now for our spot support. Tonight, the Boston Red Sox this afternoon take on Arizona Diamondbacks in the finale of a three-game series at Fenway Park. Game time 1:35 p.m. at Fenway Park. Jemima Sumgaga, Kenny Newton won the London Marathon early this year, won the Women's Rio Olympic Marathon Sunday by fended off punishing need and sell the charge alone the 26.2-mile course at the current city streets. Usain Bolt not only lost some Olympic race in 2008, dominated 120 while also proud in the 4x100 relay with Jamaican Beijing and then again in London. And a gold in golf. The New England Patriots had traded Bostic to the Lions for May for the crucial 2017 7-round draft choice, which would have filled the 7th-round pick New England was without after trading into Detroit for tight end Michael Williams last year. Peter Children's time is now 12:05 on this Sunday afternoon, and it's time now for traffic and transit report. Let's study off on the MBTA, where the Green Line indeed brings Spencer Monterey is a disabled train, and on the Silver Line as far Spencer Monterey is a disabled bus, and Silver Line as far Detroit 10:45 a.m. 10 p.m. on Sunday, August 14th. No service in Washington Street between Avenue de Lafayette and Temple Place, and Orange buses replaced an Orange Line service between Back Bay and Jackson Square stations today from start to the end of the service. On the commuter rail, Fitchburg train 2403 10:45 a.m. from North Station to Upper 10-15 minutes between scheduled between Shirley and Fitchburg stations. And the Providence Line's train may experience delays of 10 to 20 minutes due to an Amtrak problem near Attleboro Station. Providence train 2006 11:20 from Providence is operating 10-20 minutes beyond schedule between Attleboro and Sub Station due to an Amtrak single issue. Alright, looking at highways and byways of the region on this Sunday afternoon on a steamy one. Let's study up 10 in New York City, where 95 on the southbound side is backed up at the Bronx all the way out to George Washington Bridge. 95 on the northbound side is backed up from Fort Lee all the way out to the George Washington Bridge and in the Bronx. FDR Drive on the northbound side backed up in Midtown Manhattan to Harlem. Lincoln Tunnel on the eastbound side it is slow. Midtown Tunnel on the westbound side is backed up. 270 in the Brooklyn is backed up to the Brooklyn Stretch. Lawrence Expressway on the eastbound side it is slow from Queens all the way to Hempstead. 670 in the Brooklyn is also on the Queens to the JFK Airport. Bell Park is backed up from JFK Airport to Brooklyn. Bell Parkway eastbound side, so on 270 in Brooklyn. Up in Connecticut, 95 on the southbound side, backed up at Norwalk to Greenwich. 95 on the northbound side, backed up to Greenwich. 95 on the northbound side, also before Route 9 New Haven. 95 on the northbound side, it is backed up around the Guilford Stretch. 95 on the northbound side, it is backed up to Old Sabre down to New London around 395. 95 on the southbound side, it is stopped off from Switzerland and then hit breaks again from New London to Old Sabre. 91 on the southbound side, it is backed up around 691 Middletown, Connecticut, 84 eastbound side, also after Route 8 and in Waterbury, Connecticut, Bird Park Race, westbound side, it is backed out at the Bridgeport Stretch. 91 on the northbound side, backed up before I-84, Hartford, Connecticut. In 87 on the southbound side, it's slow around the 3 around the Albany Stretch. New York State 3 eastbound side, backed around the Albany Stretch. 91 on the southbound side, it's backed up from 291 to 57 in Springfield. Mass Park on the eastbound side, it's backed up from Wilbraham all the way at the Palmer. And then hit it breaks again from 84 in Service all the way to Auburn. Mass Park on the westbound side, back to the Worcester to Auburn. 495 on the northbound side is backed up at Hopkinton to Mass Pike and Westboro. 95 on the northbound side, stop and go around Route 1 in Sheridan and hit again from Neposset Street in Norwich to Route 128 in Canton. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Marshfield all the way at the 228 Rockland. Route 3 on the southbound side is backed up from 18 Weymouth all the way at the Derby Street in Hingham. 95 on the southbound side, also around Route 4 in Warwick. Route 6 on the westbound side is backed up from Barnstable all the way at the Sagamore Bridge. Southwest Expressway on the northbound side is backed to the Braintree split other than the Mass Pike. Southwest Expressway on the southbound side is backed to the Pike all the way up to the Dorchester. 93 on the southbound side is backed to the Somerville all the way to the Boston. 120 on the northbound side is backed up from Route 1 and Peewee all the way up to Salem. 120 on the southbound side is slow for the Linfield stretch. 495 on the southbound side, it is slow before 290 out in Marlborough. Interstate 89 southbound side backed up from 202 all the way towards Concord, New Hampshire. 95 on the southbound side, the main turnpike is back from Gunquick all the way to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and then hit back again 95 southbound around Hampton Tolls. Route 1 on the southbound side back around Brunswick, Maine, and up north, 89 on the southbound side backed up after the Canadian border up in Vermont. On Route 55, it's slow in both ends after the U.S. border in southern Quebec, and on Route 15 is backed up after the U.S. border in southern Quebec headed towards Montreal, and 87 on the southbound side, a little slow just around Route 11 around the Plattsburgh, New York stretch. after the Canadian border. Peter Channel News Time is now 12:10 on this Sunday afternoon, and it's time now for a weather report. And conducting a hot deck experiment because it's going to be a steamy afternoon, and let's see how hot the deck is, and let's check. Wow, 111.3 degrees. Oh, you gotta take it easy, drink plenty of fluids, and take it easy out there because it is gonna be hot, hot, hot. And we have a excessive heat warning until 7 p.m. this evening for away from the immediate south coast and southeastern Massachusetts, as well as central and southern Rhode Island, and this includes the city of Providence. Heat falls up to 107 due to temperatures around 90 degrees and 2 points in the mid-70s. Time in front, 7 p.m. tonight. Impacts: excessive heat may lead to heat-related illnesses. Precaution: previous actions. Take extra precautions if you work or spend time outside when possible. Reschedule strenuous activities at early morning or evening. Know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Wear lightweight and loose fitting clothing when possible. And drink plenty of water. Schedule frequent respiration in shaded and air-conditioned environments. And anyone overcome by heat should be moved to a cool, stable location. Heat stroke emergency. Call 911. And excessively heat warning means that a prolonged period of dangerously hot temperatures will occur. The combination of hot temperatures and high humidity will combine to create a dangerous situation which heat illnesses are likely to drink plenty of fluids and stay in an air-conditioned room. Stay out of the sunshine and check up on elderly relatives and neighbors, especially the elderly and children. Young children and pets should never be left unattended in vehicles under any circumstances. This is especially true during warmer hot weather when car interiors can reach the lethal temperature in a matter of minutes. Day 1, day time, excessive heat warning and strongest wave thunderstorms can be possible, mainly from the late morning to early evening on some days. Thunderstorms will contain strong damaging winds in addition to frequent lightning and heavy downpours. But day 2 to 7, Monday to Saturday, no hazard weather expected time, and check the radar, and it shows a cluster of showers and thunderstorms stretching north of Rutland, Vermont. And take a look closer peek at it, and it shows lines of showers and thunderstorms stretching from Lake Bommerson, stretching to Danville, East Upperton down for Florence, stretch around Norfolk Chittenden and rain showers around Michigan, around North Sherburne in Vermont, and south of Jerusalem in Vermont, and back to rain showers around Alpine Village in Vermont. But it's some spotty rain showers around northeast of Morristown and the northeastern portions of Vermont. But to the west of us, this is a line of there's a line of showers and thunderstorms stretching from east of Utica, stretching on all the way down Ithaca, Elmira, New York, and Jamestown, stretching in northern and western portions of Pennsylvania. And this is a heavy band of showers stretching from Cleveland down to Akron, down to New Philadelphia, Ohio. And clusters of showers around northeast of Morgantown, West Virginia. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, chance showers down to Maine after 3 p.m. Sunstorms, but discuss winds, heavy rain, and frequent light. Mostly says high about 96 degrees. Heat index values as high as 106. West wind about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance pitch is 30%. New air about less than 10 minutes and high amounts possible thunderstorms. For tonight, chance showers down to Maine before 11 p.m. Thunderstorms, discussing winds, heavy rain, and frequent light. Mostly sky low about 69 degrees. West about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Chance pitch is 40%. New air amounts of less than 10 minutes and high amounts possible thunderstorms. For Monday, most of the park high about 89, about 69 degrees, and northeast about 5 to 7 miles an hour. For Tuesday, slight chance showers and thunderstorms afternoon. Parts of the sky high about 86, about 70 degrees. Chance pitch is 40%. Calm wind becoming south wind 5 miles in the afternoon. Wednesday, a 35% chance of showers. Most of the sky high about 84, about 66 degrees. For Thursday, parts of the small sky high about 84, about 66 degrees. Friday, Sunday, park skies high about 83, about 63 degrees. And for Saturday, most of the sky high about 90, high about 82 degrees. Currently, right here in Norton here, it is a clear skies and a hot one, and it is 89 degrees. But the heat index makes it feel like 104, so take it easy out there. And that is going to be it for the Peter Chill News Report on this August 14th, 2016, on a Sunday afternoon. I Peter think you have a good afternoon with good positive, and I look forward to seeing you with an evening news report right after the Red Sox Diamondbacks game. Hope you have a good afternoon, and hope you stay safe and drink plenty of fluids and stay in the AC. Have a good afternoon.